Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to have you with us this evening. We are going to be at the Sachsenring. I am here, of course, with Mr. Guskowski, as always. How is everybody doing? Hello. How is everybody doing this evening? Hope you're all having a good evening, a good start to your week. We are about to bring you a little bit of racing action, starting with Moto3 this evening. Cut over to the track there. I'm sure everybody's been looking forward to it. Looks like we actually have a pretty full group for Moto3 this evening. Yes, of course we've got Baird and Baird. See, they're already next to each other. We haven't even started. They're both in the pits. Oh, Mr. Key is with us this evening. Dickinson out there with us. Good to see you back. I think he was out last week, so he was apparently like passed out in his chair or something like that. Yes, Roach Hines has decided to get out and play a little this evening as well. Voss, of course. I know. We're gonna get to watch Hines. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping Voss spanks him again for a laugh or something. Yeah, his salt. He needs to justify all of his salt. Mr. J back with us. Good to see you as always, sir. Stormy coming in from Ireland. Bichon and Earl Gizzle. Gizzle? I'm gonna say Gizzle because new rules. 400 there. He's a new guy. We have not had him on anything. I'm not sure where he is from. Good to have you with us though, sir. Glad to see you out there. Places with things and people. Things and the guys and people places. Fuddler's saying this evening, full gas. Yes. It is Moto3. Everything you WFO your entire way around the track. just still be on it, yeah. I have to admit, earlier last week, I was out on the Duke on one of the days. It was like, I don't know, like high 50s, low 60s, and coming out from under one of the bridges here in Austin, despite it being like a 400 class bike, I had the tail sliding exiting the turn. What the hell, Austin? Give me some grip of your pavement. No, they don't. No, they don't. Yeah, well, I mean, it was partly that. It's partly like when you drive past them, when the sun angle is right, you can always see it like shining because it's been slicked up. And then on top of that, there's tar snakes on like everything. So yeah, you got nothing to give you grip. Ah well, guess I'll have to take that bike to a track or something. I know, I don't do track anymore. And the age of everything being unpredictable. I can't bring myself to do it! When it's like, oh, this is going to be canceled. Hey, you're going to have to wear a mask here. I'm like, I don't want to deal with any of this BS. There's already enough rigmarole goes into a track day that I'm like, I don't want to deal with extra BS. Yeah, nobody gives a rat's. I know. Except out at Coda. But the second time it sounded like nobody cared this time. And I'm like, but last time everybody was dicks. Whatever. Okay. Well, then, sounds like I'll be at the next one, and none of you heard that. Oh! As Jay swing a little too wide, throwing himself out of a turn. Those of you not familiar with the Sachsenring, I don't know how you'd say it. My German is bad. It's not good. It is bad. Mr. Key already having put down 2 laps so far, setting a 130.852. Ooh, but Dickinson telling him, no, I'm not going to let you have the top of 129.118. That being said, Key looking good there. That's a bit higher than we see him normally qualify. We'll see if he can keep up with the big boys this time. I wouldn't mind if we suddenly had one of the guys that tends to run mid-pack start working his way up into the top. I like seeing that kind of story. So come on, Mr. Key, do it. Looks like we got everybody getting on the board. Mr. Gizzle, a little new to us, about 14 seconds behind the front of the pack. He may or may not know what he's up against in this league yet. I think he's going to enjoy it, though, if he'll keep up with it. I do not know. I have heard absolutely nothing about it. So I suppose we'll hear something at some point. What? Why am I being treated like I'm like the bad guy here all of a sudden? Oh, okay. I will go ahead and tolerate that classification. Oh! I see what I did. I clicked the wrong buttons. I am sorry, folks. I've been talking and Nick hasn't been coming through.
You're talking to a floating head.
I am. Nobody hears. It sounds like I'm talking to myself.
Well, I mean, you might as well be.
And the rest of you aren't hearing the conversation. I apologize for that, folks. That is my mistake. Fortunately, we still have half of qualifying remaining.
I didn't say anything important anyway. I just basically complained the whole time.
Yeah, so everybody can finally say hi to Nick. Say hi, Nick. Wave a middle finger if you'd like to him. We all appreciate that.
Please do. Always do.
Blaine laughing at us. Thanks, Blaine. Appreciate it, bro. Hey, man, there's a lot of buttons to press here, okay? And some days I'm just not on my game.
You guys will have to excuse my tardiness for a moment. I can't find a bottle opener. Please hold.
Say we get him on stream and then suddenly he vanishes. Absolutely worthless.
Not wrong.
Not wrong. Not wrong at all. So for those of you unfamiliar with the Sachsenring, it's actually one of the older tracks on the MotoGP circuit, having originally had its first race in 1927. So you'll notice a lot of this track tends to be, if you thought about doing it in real life, it seems like it'd be a little bit scary. Definitely a tad bit on the scary side.
I'd rather ride it in the Red Bull ring.
Possibly, yeah. Very possibly.
I mean, we even saw last year in GP. What, Hi, Nick, insert middle finger. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah, Blaine go get his amusement here.
See, the funny thing is, that's all race direction does anyway, is sit here and, talk shit, so...
Flip middle fingers and talk shit, yes.
Yes, I mean, that's our MO. That is genuinely what we do.
Hang on, we're supposed to be G-rated now. We can't say that word. Can't say any of those words.
I quit.
That's why I'm sitting there going, you know what? If y'all saying I got to restrict my language, I don't know. Maybe I should just be on the tech side of things. Maybe I just need to accept that is my role now.
You ever see that that episode of Trailer Park Boys where what's his face is in court and he's like, I can't talk without swearing.
Ricky can't talk without swearing. That's it. You wind up feeling like Ricky.
That's kind of where I'm at right now.
Yeah. How do I do this? I mean, like, F-bombs are punctuation. Don't you know this? Yeah. F-bombs are punctuation.
Yeah, for sure. That word is a comma. That's all it is. Who's in the house?
Nick Seacrest.
I'm not understanding the reference.
Who is Seacrest? Is that... It's one of the
Is that a real person,
ASO.
or
yeah,
am I being referred to as that?
It's one of the fellas
really,
I've seen on ASO. Is that Gizzle? Maybe? Possibly?
Let me check the chat.
Yeah, I know nothing about who that is.
I know nothing.
And a little over 5.5 minutes remaining in qualifying. Looks like just about everybody's put down a time except for Mr. Bear. What do you see in there?
Diesel's name is Ryan.
Okay.
So that ain't him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks like he was watching. He's one of our sponsors, actually.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I knew that name was familiar. However, y'all will have to choose.
I didn't realize he was one of the fellows over at Woods. I just know I had seen the name on ASO from time to time.
Yeah, I wasn't able to put two and two together quickly enough.
Yep.
That's Heinz's sponsor anyway.
Rough landing for Bear there, and we're looking at so far 5 minutes remaining in qualifying. Voss sitting at the top of the board with 127.6, and Dickinson 0.162 seconds behind him. Stormy 0.397 seconds behind him. Boy, those three might be frustrating Hines by just a little bit. 2.2 seconds back. Keep in mind, we are going to give Hines nothing but a rash of stuff.
S?
I said stuff!
I said S.
Jay just behind Hines. Key just back from them. So kind of a second pack there. Then Rocha and Baird just a little further back. Sean and Gizzle having knocked a second off of his time. Ooh, that is Stormy way, way off in the dirt.
I'd love to commentate on this, but my streams don't work right now.
Well, you might want to fix that.
I'm about to run a speed test. I think it's my ISP.
I'm just going to blame you.
Could be.
Yep, see?
Or it's the fact that I just turned on my computer today, which apparently had a massive update.
Oh, well, see? You might want to avoid doing that.
Well, I blame Windows 10. Yeah, it's definitely not my ISP. I've got a 250 down right now,
I blame
including
you.
the streams running in the background.
I blame you.
Yeah, I blame Microsoft. Well, fantastic.
Wonderful. And Jay has knocked, I think, another second off of his time, putting him at 1.5 seconds behind Voss. Nice progress there. Watching Mr. Voss here, taking a look at his stream. The one thing you'll notice about the Sachsenring, it's really short, but it has what's essentially an extremely curvy section all the way until about turn 11, and then it turns into a series of straights with a couple of big sweepers, a hard turn, then you're right back to the twisty mess that you're in again.
So, first of all, I will not get on Xbox because I will not be the worst racer in the group. So that is why I don't race. It is that I can't. And that I won't.
I think for some reason the chat is not showing up.
Oh, it's working from everything I'm seeing.
Okay. All right.
That being said, I have a frame rate of about 0.5, so...
Okay. It's being wonky on my end for some reason. I don't know why it's not.
Oh, no, it is something with my router. So I was getting 250 over the Wi-Fi's, but I'm getting 0.6 meg down right now on the actual computer.
I might want to fix that.
But 10 up somehow. How? Come on, stupid
there
computer.
It is. I fixed the chat. For some reason, I was still set as though we were using my stream, the stuff on my page instead of the Searle page. So,
your personal stuff.
Yep.
Man, you gotta throw a shameless plug out there occasionally, you know?
Well, I do have my personal stuff. Right now, there is nothing going on it. But this year, to give a shameless plug, I do plan to start again. Have a couple of bikes I'm looking at purchasing this year, and then I'll probably be looking at the used market, pulling a bunch of stuff in. So the review, hilariousness, stupidity, whatever you want to call it, should start again. Everybody should be able to get a laugh. Blaine calling for Nick to get an Xbox so he won't be the worst. I'm assuming that's what your comment was in response to.
Yes, one of us knows how to read chat.
I know. I was trying to fix things when that came in, okay? I fixed it. I fixed the thing I broke. So, time on qualifying is ending right about now, which means everybody's kind of on their last chance to put down a time. Hopefully Mr. Bear will put himself down a time that will put him somewhere other than the end of the group. He is unable to, it looks like. So that is going to be it for qualifying for Moto3 at the Sachsenring on the Xbox. Voss, Stormy, and Dickinson going to be on your front row. Jay doing an admirable job there in qualifying. Hines and Baird going to be on your second row. Key, Rocha, and Bichon on your third row. On the back row, going to be Gizzle, our new guy, and Bear, who unfortunately was not able to get a complete lap. I'm suspecting he probably didn't do any practice on this one. That would be my guess, because we really have Bear not finish. I don't know if we're going to allow Blaine to leave that message up. I'll let it stay for now.
I can't even see what he put up.
He's well on chat. Shameless plug, his 2015 R1 is going up for sale fairly soon. I tried to use Yamaha as my password, but Google complained it was too weak.
Ha. Ha.
Wah.
Ha.
Wah. Hang on, let me repost.
So, the good news, Chris, I found the issue with my connection.
Pebcac?
Huh?
Problem exists between chair and keyboard?
No, problem exists with last Windows update. I'm looking at what it thinks my network connection is. It thinks it's a 10 meg connection.
Neat. You might want to fix that.
I wish I knew how.
For some reason, I'm hearing audio come through on Tony's thingy. You might want to fix that at some point. I'll need to let him.
I'm gonna have to do a full restart.
Okay.
Got half a minute.
So, since I'm currently useless, I'm going to work on that, gentlemen. So,
It'll be just me. It'll be
yeah,
just me.
I know. The stream's going to be ruined with however long this thing takes to restart.
This is going to improve the quality of this stream so much.
Okay. I'm leaving now. Goodbye.
God, I hope so. Oh, no! Ask Tony to fix things, and I can't see him right now. Okay. All right, it's back. Looks like he fixed it. So now that we don't have Nick here, I can make this totally awesome. I'm going to do a stream, but it's going to have prostitutes and coke as well. Oh, wait, we got to be rated G. I can't talk about those things. Okay, kids, it's going to be Pokemon and Pixie Sticks. That's all we're going to have. And the soundtrack will be nothing but what's good for the kids these days. I'm sure the Wiggles are gone at this point. Alrighty, as we get ready to start our first race of the evening. Look, Nick is jealous I'm going to have Pokemon and Pixie Sticks. And holy wow, Hines! Take it off right off the bat. Letting that front row sniff exhaust. Ditto for Key and Baird. What happened to our front row? Maybe they decided to just let themselves slip to the back. There has to be some kind of collusion going on here. And then Stormy wrecks himself out. I don't know. Maybe it isn't collusion. Nick asking for pixie sticks, Pokemon, prostitutes, and Coke. That might be a tall order. Meanwhile, Hines and Key out front with Voss right behind them. Sean Baird and Dickinson find himself about a second back off of that entire pack. Baird now finding himself back in 6th as Dickinson moves his way up to 5th. Rocha not far off of Stormy, who is not far off of Baird, but they are 6 seconds back off of the pack. Mr. Gizzle putting himself 4 seconds back off of Rocha. And Jay finding himself way back near the back of the pack. That is a bit of a surprise. Looks like this is going to be a bit of an interesting night. Currently on board with Baird, or with a... Oh, how do I commentate? I don't know how to do this, folks.
I'm back.
Hines.
I'm here to rescue you.
Oh, good. Hines sitting just back behind Key and Voss. I'm sure he's drinking nothing but Haterade currently. Come on, Gary. Come on, Hines. You can up the rankings. Just take the elevator. Oh, man.
I have Gigabit LAN again, and I'm a happy human being again.
Good for you.
Well, that just means things work.
Congratulations, you pushed the right button.
You get the restart button? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know, but you can't pull, like, a dozen streams at the same time on 10 megabits per second.
I would suspect you can't pull 2 at the same time with modern streams.
No, I'm surprised Discord audio works properly.
Yep, and Hines now trying to catch up to Voss, who has screamed out front. Strangely enough, Stormy and Dickinson, oh my! As we watch Baird go flying off the track. And again, for Baird, having just a very rough race so far. Comments on stream. Hines also promising cash to anyone willing to crash out Voss.
I mean, I'll give.
I guess that means that means Hines is announcing a new program, Cashes for Crashes.
I was gonna say I'll give $2 hairs to anybody who crashes out Hines.
All right. I mean,
yeah, I'm about it.
You're really splashing it around there, bro. Careful, big spender.
Hey, do you know how many times you can crash that dude out in one race?
Today, $2 to get rid of Hines. Tomorrow, I will eliminate all of my enemies.
I can't make the comment I want to make on stream. Well, looks like Gizzle is getting that rude awakening already.
Sorry, sir. That's what you find out. Occasionally, these guys do practice, and they are genuinely fast.
I'm not saying you can't get them.
No. What I'm seeing there, I think you stop. No, don't stop and give up. They are good practice to run against.
Yeah, absolutely don't stop and give up.
Yeah.
I mean, you will absolutely be competitive against them if you just put the practice in. They're not gods.
Yeah.
Smack them dudes up.
Yeah. We like seeing people slap these boys upside the head. They need it more often.
Maybe he's waiting for Hines to try to lap him, so he crashes him out and gets $2.
Oh, boy.
I'm just saying.
Meanwhile, Dickinson trying to move his way up the group. I see him now. He's moved himself up into 4th. We are about close to halfway through the race. And we will see if our South African can do himself proud and make this happen tonight.
You know, I was about to say I'm really liking the colors on the bike and the leathers and everything, but then I realized that would be the equivalent of saying I like Kawasaki colors.
Yeah, exactly. So, what you're saying at this point is you're trying to replace Emily as Brandon's favorite.
I'm already his favorite. She just doesn't know.
God, here it comes. Oh, boy.
We can let her pretend.
I mean, I'm just saying. I don't know. Let me see. Having to choose between
Take a
you
peek
two.
at the left-hand tire wear here. Very interesting.
Yeah, but that is not entirely unexpected from this track. Number one, we saw in warm-ups, there were a lot of folks wearing that left side a lot harder than the right. And it is definitely a track that is left-turn biased.
Well, I'm glad one of us saw that during qualifying, because all I saw was my,
See, some of us
bricking.
get involved with this kind of stuff and bring the right hardware. I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna throw something at you. That's all.
Don't
Something
worry.
heavy.
I'll just throw your PS4 back at you.
Cool.
Cool.
It was a pawn shop PS4 to begin with.
Fair enough. So Stormy and
now,
Bashawn
what's,
here
a
fighting.
little
Oh,
concerning-
wow! That was
What's
a little bit rough.
Definitely a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, a little bit rough between those two. We'll see what Stormy has to say about it. I didn't see the entire thing there very clearly, but they definitely were tying it up, and Stormy got tossed to the outside there.
But take a look at this. Tab over to Mr. Hines' stream.
Looking at Mr. Hines right now, sitting
Look
second.
at that tire wear.
Ooh. He's got
That's
enough
gonna
to
get
make
dicey.
it. He's got enough to make it. He will
But
not
that's
be
going
out.
to continue to tip off.
Yeah, he will not be out by the end of the race at that rate. He is
No,
over.
I don't suspect he'll be out.
They're over halfway through, and he's just under half of the tire left. So I think he'll be okay there.
Roach is also going to have some issues with that.
Mr. Rocha beating on his tires. We expect no less.
Yeah, it's running low when it is running hot.
Yeah, he's going to have a little bit of a problem there. The thing is, you take a
Nothing
look
much
at
you can do
Voss.
about it at this point.
You take a look at Voss. He's not looking. He's only the tiniest bit better than Hines on that rear tire. So I think
That's true.
And he's also showing half a second in penalties. So Hines just needs to stick to him, and he'll be okay. But the pressure is definitely more on Hines than it is on Voss. Meanwhile, Bear has clawed his way up to 7th. And he's actually looking better than either of them. If he can hold it together, maybe he can push himself a little further up there, collect a few more points. And I believe he is currently... Yeah, he is currently sitting just ahead of Nick J, who's just having a bit of a rough night, unfortunately.
But they're both having weird nights. That's not
They
like them.
really are. Yeah,
Oh, no.
both of them.
Voss with the crash.
Oh, my. And that does put Hines up front. Oh, wow. That is rare for Voss, and I will guarantee you Hines is that kind of excitement there for him is oof.
Do you feel that in the air?
Oh God, it's electric.
I think that's Hines' ego.
It might be.
Now, I understand I'm no one to talk, but, God.
Ooh, that is interesting. You see, Mr. Hines has no prizes online, but If there's one thing that he does, it's complain about Voss being ahead of him. That certainly makes for some spicy stuff going on there.
Race direction chat's more fun when he loses to Voss.
You like hearing him curse and complain?
Well, he won't let us curse and complain, so...
So Dickinson now realizing he can hunt for Voss easily. And he has clawed his... I think Dickinson got as far back as maybe 9th or 10th during this race, so now finding himself on the podium and hunting down Voss. Now the one thing is, his wear is right about where Voss's is, but notice he is beating the ever-living hell out of that rear tire.
That rear is hot. Look at that red.
Every time he leans it over, whichever side he's on, pretty much overheats. So he is pushing hard on the penultimate lap.
2 PSI up in the rear. Maybe
maybe a little bit.
Definitely seeing some hot tearing on that tire.
He might want to talk to our local South African Craig that we already have here in town about what to do with that.
Well, they're not running Pirelli, so Craig can't help him.
Yeah, it's true, but look at the fight they've got here. I mean, this is, and both of them closing. Oh my God, Dickinson off! Throws it out in 14. Oh my God, that is a surprise. Because of the lead, he is still ahead of Key, but he is no longer, with only one lap remaining, there is no way he is catching back up. So this race is now pretty much Voss and Hines. And these two, of course, always at it. We'll see if Voss can actually catch him. He's within spitting distance of him. Whoa, this is not going to be easy to get away from.
Come on, Voss.
Come on, Voss! As we're rooting for one of the racers to punish Hines.
V-O-S-S, that spells Voss. Somebody get me some pom-poms around here.
Through 10 into 11.
The best part is you know Hines is pissed.
Oh, yeah. You know he's suffering with that one. So, this is not easy. These guys definitely are at it. Here we come into the final turn. 13. Hines holding on to it. He is going to manage to put himself just ahead of Voss on that one.
Damn. I'm sorry, but good job. Good job, Hines. Good job,
Dickinson,
Hines. Yeah.
so close to having that one. That will put him in third. Key having a great race, actually, just off the podium. He almost caught Dickinson. Very good performance by Mr. Key. I think he practiced this one. That boy had a great night. Stormy back behind Key, too. He beat Stormy. Ah, wow. Nice performance from Key. We haven't seen a performance like that from him in a while. That is excellent work, man.
You know, Nick J did mention that he did not, he didn't get to practice for this week. So that kind of shows.
Disappointing. That is disappointing. I was hoping we'd see him catch back up there. He's middle of the pack this week in 7th, Bichon in 6th. Bear finds himself just behind Jay in 8th, Rocha in 9th, Baird in 10th. Did our new guy, there he is, Mr. Gizzle, found himself back in 11th. Better luck next time, bro. You're going to have to practice to keep up with this group. They will punish you, even on a week when I don't think most of them practiced much. If these boys are good, you're going to have to work to keep up.
But let me be clear as well. You've already done better than I would have. So, there's that.
Fair. Very fair. So we are going to take a brief break. We will be back in just under 10 minutes.
What was that squeak?
Yeah, that was me thinking.
That's my tinking noise.
Yeah, that's my thinking noise. That's what happens when my eyes got to roll back to my brain to look at what's going to happen next.
Makes sense.
Thank y'all very much for watching. Thank racers for that race. We will see you back here shortly. And welcome back, folks. We are just about to start our second qualifying of the evening. How is everybody doing? Hope it's good.
Only half a beer in, you know.
That's all. I'm ahead of you. Keep up.
How dare you?
I know. How very dare
you. You know my method. First it's a beer, then it's scotch, so.
Fair enough. No, this weekend my birthday is coming up, so. I guess that's why I'm a little bit ahead.
Well, happy early birthday, you old man.
Yes, I am an old fart. I am an old fart, and I'm proud of it. And anything anyone wants to send me for my birthday, you certainly can. I will help it get to where it needs to be.
A bag of dicks.
Jesus. That's not what I want! I don't want that. Look at this.
Do you hear the passion in his voice? That's exactly what he wants.
I want you to take a look at the stream right now and see what's showing on Heinz's nameplate.
Heinz! You want us to clean it up, but you're gonna put that as your... Jeez. I am going to go into our chat from earlier, and I am going to quote Heinz directly. No. I want you to do this. I want you to screen capture.
Wait.
And I want you to put it on the screen.
I want to quote Garrett Heinz this evening on our chat when I poked him about what he put on the front of his bike, and I quote, "What is the likelihood of anyone actually seeing that?" I want to note the time code on this was starting at 47 minutes in to the broadcast. Or, excuse me. Right about 47 minutes. So, let that one soak in, Heinz.
Yes, Heinz.
I have no words.
I'm about to add a tally mark. I can't think of anything to say.
No, you need to add a tally mark for every minute that's up there.
No, I'm about to add one for what I want to say.
You need to add one for every minute it's up.
Oh my! I can't do math like that. This doesn't work. What? What? Heinz, what the? Jesus! God!
No, what you mean is, and I'm going to say it because he put it up on screen. What the fuck, Heinz?
Seriously, dude? That's a tally, but I don't even want to add that tally.
No, you don't add them. You can decide.
Yeah, it's too late. It's in pen. I can't erase it.
I don't care if you add it or not. That's your call.
Oh my god.
Again.
Tony, please black flag Heinz for his profanity on our stream. You know what would be really great if he did black flag him.
What is the likelihood of anyone seeing that? 100%.
Yeah, no, dude.
100%
because we commented on it. Like
100%. See? I was right.
Anyway. I kind of wish you weren't right, just for the fact that you couldn't use that phrase, but you are right. So
I was right. I'm always right. Always, without exception. Anyway, now that we're done roasting.
No, I'm continuing to roast him in race direction chat now.
Now that we're done roasting Heinz there. We'll have to jump away from Tony's stream every time he focuses on Heinz. We literally can't look at it by decree of
The
Heinz.
good news, you can look at Heinz from his stream, though.
Yes, I can. That's how we'll have to do it. Oh, Rocha having a bit of an off. We are halfway through qualifying, and Mr. Bear
Maybe it was that he practiced, but he only practiced on Moto 2 because he's looking solid there. A 122.8, which is about as far ahead as I'd expect to see this. Above Moto 3. Ooh, but Voss putting a 122.245. Yeah, it's looking like that 122 range is going to be what you're going to get here. Dickinson 1.1 seconds behind.
Hines, I know you can hear me, so just know that Voss is in front of you. That's all. That's all you need to know.
Just the punishment.
That's the perfect punishment. Tony's talking about black flag Hines.
Hines out of the race so he won't accidentally pop onto that.
If we had more than 8 racers, I would actually really be pushing him to do that.
Oh, boy. Remember, Nick, it's you and I that aren't allowed to have fun.
Yeah, apparently. Hey, you know what? Let's go take all of our technical mumbo-jumbo and go start our own league.
Yeah, with hookers and blow.
We'll have the Cheshires, that's for sure.
No, we won't. We won't have Dustin because he's busy with a Latina.
That's what he do.
That's what he do.
That boy is just trying to get stabbed in his sleep.
He really is. So, Rocha has put himself 5.7 seconds back. Bichon and Key have yet to set times. Baird doing us the favor and not being next to Baird this time. Thank you, Mr. Baird.
You know they're going to do it, though.
Oh, yeah, they will. They hate us. I think Tony's thinking about throwing out that black flag there.
Oh, do it, Tony. Do it.
Oh, my God.
And for every second that Tony's contemplating it, we've got that lovely banner up there. That's,
I had to flip away from that because, you know, certain people have mandated I'm not allowed to put that word on the screen.
Much like the person that is putting that word on the screen.
I once again would like to quote, "What is the likelihood of anyone actually seeing that?"
You ready for the likelihood? 100%.
Hey! Woo!
Yeah! This is just a big salty stream tonight. That's all we got here.
Woo! Somebody thought
Did
that
you hear
one
that?
through.
Sounds like the salt shaker to me.
Somebody thought that one through. That's a big brain game right there. But it's okay because Mr. Bear has also put himself ahead of Hines.
Ooh.
I wonder if there's something on the front of Hines' bike slowing him down.
Now, Tony, what I need you to do is one corner before Hines wins the race, black flag him. Sam Crow's a pretty good off right there. Dip that rear
was
tire
a
into
bit of
the
a
dirt.
toss, bro. Yeah! Tony now noting to us, I didn't realize it was on the screen. Thanks, Tony. Glad our cameraman is paying attention.
Well, is that what you would pay attention to, in all fairness?
I'm glad it's my job to figure this out.
So, my response for those that can't see it is, in all caps, it's huge, but I can't cuss.
I cussed, I don't care. Oh, boy. After I got done giving somebody some, See, I called it stuff earlier over that.
I'm gonna call it some shite.
I mean, there's British listeners offended.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Did I offend somebody?
There's British Karens. There are British Karens that are angry right now. Do you have any bloody idea what you've done?
Does it help that I own a British motorcycle? I mean, y'all export so little as far as goods.
I own two.
We have 3. That's like as much as the entire state owns. It's just us.
I know. Well, no. I'll give one more person credit. We've got Stacy too. She got busted with us. I'm gonna count her.
She did. She has the anti-version of my bike. Everything that's red on mine is black on hers, and everything that's red on mine is black on... Yeah. Whatever words I'm trying to use.
Can you... Oh my God, you are absolutely worth... So it looks like everybody at this point has, in fact, put down a time. Dickinson currently on a very hot lap. Oh my God, Tony, what are you doing there? Don't leave the match. And wow, Dickinson puts himself at the top of the board by over half a second. Wow.
Oh God, I bet that really hurts Heinz's feelings. By that I mean good.
I'm at the point where I don't even care about Heinz' feelings at this point. It looks like he got ahead of Voss there. I don't think Voss is going to catch up to that. Now, granted, they've got 3.5 minutes. This is actually a short enough track that he's got another 2, maybe 3 laps that he could roll. So we'll see if Voss can catch up to that. Bear putting himself ahead of Heinz as well. Oh my.
So let's put it to a vote. Do we invalidate Heinz's points for this race?
Do we just black flag him and throw him out? Oh, Stormy is going to be joining as a camera for us. Thank you, Stormy. We appreciate that, sir.
We could use all the help we could get, especially when we have people like Heinz.
Yeah, see, now you're focused on Heinz, Tony. Why are you doing that? We're seeing a word up there that we can't have on screen.
What, Matt?
No. No. I mean, it's 4 letters.
Sorry, I can't read so good. Did I just offend people from Alabama?
Oh my God. It's 4 letters, it ends with a K, and a man and a woman do it together. The word is talk, you perverts.
You want to know what the worst part about this is? I'm sitting here going, oh God, what would be a funny word to do that with?
Can't keep up with me on this one. Looking like, dear God, Dickinson once again. I think he's going to move the time down again. Look at that. He actually did 1:21.385. All right. He's decided he wants to be fast tonight. Figures. We got the banana man up there just throwing it around.
The banana.
The banana.
So, I wonder if what we're discussing in race direction chat's going to happen.
What's that?
I'm going to leave it as a little. I'm going to leave it as a little teaser
Lordy.
for viewers.
Lordy.
Oh, there will be rage. There will be rage.
Oh my.
Oh my.
There will be rage until the footage is looked back on.
Yeah, I'm going to do a supercut of every time he's on cam with that for this race.
Oh, I am entertained. And we are just over 30 seconds from being finished with qualifying. Dickinson absolutely dominating qualifying this evening the moment he decided to. I have to get... Look at this! Once again, first section. See, now this is the reason I have been impressed with this guy from the moment he showed up. There are a lot of people that bitch about this track. I'll guarantee you we'll get a bunch of complaint about Brno as well. But this guy is just getting out here and he's like, yeah, no, I'm going to go ahead and just throw it around this track hard. He has been a fun addition to have in the league. He is genuinely quick. Like, really fast.
Oh, I mean, he's really fast.
He just invalidated the lap. He just invalidated the lap. That's going to be it for him in qualifying.
He didn't even need it.
He didn't, but that being said, it's a little disappointing because that first section he was doing great.
See, this is why we need webcams occasionally, because with the psh, I did the wrists as well.
Tony commenting.
So the last two we've got out on the track are Voss, who was on 2 personal bests, and Sam Crow.
I don't think Voss is going to beat Dickinson, but he's going to get close.
3 personal bests.
Yeah, Mr. Key. Let's see what we got out of him.
You know who he did beat, though, right?
Oh, yeah. He kind of beat Hines. Proud of you there, Voss.
No. He spanked him.
Spanked him by a second. Nah, not over, but right at a second. Right about there. So there you go. That's going to be your standings for starting your second race of the evening. This is going to be Dickinson, Voss, and Bear on the front row. Sorry, I had to get to making sure Hines knows where he stands. Hines, Baird, and Rocha on your second row. Key and Bichon rounding out the pack for Moto 2 on the Xbox. I just realized something, Nick, and I feel like a bit of a jerk for it. We have not mentioned our excellent sponsors yet this evening. Wood Cycle Country here in town with some awesome riding gear for our boys. Ditto for Moto Orangutan. Motool handing us some awesome swag, including some stuff that was supposed to go to actual GP guys. Thanks, Motool. You guys are awesome. Mass Motorsports with some riding gear as well. And South Central Race Center with some Pirelli tires for our boys. And again, for those who might not have watched before, our boys, a lot of them do actually ride. In fact, I think all of them do. Are there any in the race for the prizes that don't?
I believe all of our racers actually ride in real life.
Okay. So yeah, it's really a weird, it is weird for a nerdy electronic racing league. We have a bunch of dudes who actually ride, so we have real world actual motorcycle riding prizes for them, which is really cool. Like the fact that we picked up that kind of sponsors. It's a lot of fun to have that.
Well, I can see the draw for it. Being out injured right now, I'm not going to be picking up the GP games.
My stuff cut on you for a moment. You're injured right now. What were you finishing with? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I see the draw to it. Being out injured right now, can't ride. I mean, I'm not going to be picking up the GP games, but hint, hint, we're going to be picking up some Gran Turismo matches here in the future.
Yes, there will be other racing games appearing. I don't know how many of them I will be involved in commentating, but I'm sure I'll be making sure to set up the tech behind them. So y'all stay tuned. There will be other things to watch. It'll fill up the other days of the week, at the very least. I don't know. Maybe we'll bring on some... You know what? I would think we would need more commentators for that.
Well, potentially. Now, we can have other race direction John plan do things of their liking. Because as we were discussing earlier in the night, I'm about to be a very, very busy person. Physical therapy 3 to 4 times a week, etc., etc. So
then you're going to be busy with other league. I'm sure we'll have other people. I don't know. Maybe
we'll make it work.
Maybe
I have no doubt that we'll make it work.
Maybe I'll harass Brandon until he actually shows up on here, or maybe I'll grab something. Maybe I'll grab something random. Wait. Maybe I'll grab something random like Mr. Gray. And so There we are, off with our second race of the evening. Moto 2 on the Xbox. It's Sachsenring. Baird having it off, and I didn't see who else went out with him. So now we've got...
I don't see either.
We've got Dickinson and Boss up front, fighting it out hard. Look at these two. Hines all over the tail of him as well. Rocha finding himself in fourth. Hopefully he can avoid pulling a Rocha and he can hang in there. Wow, look at that pass by. Oh, wow, Voss had a great pass there. That was phenomenal to watch. Dickinson swinging pretty wide there. I think Hines looking for any opening he can get. Can't do it very wide there. Wow, look at these guys. Holy crap. I hear we
Who's
have
that
some
went
fast
out in the
guys.
weeds?
Yeah. I hear we have some fast guys in this league. Currently now on board with Dickinson as they come through 12. Wow.
Two very different lines there.
Yes. And this is the thing, though. Like, I've seen this one, like I said, this one in Brno, I've seen a lot of people complain about. But that being said, some of our faster guys, you watch them go around this track, and it actually is genuinely impressive to watch. The lines you have to follow around it. I think it's just a genuinely hard track. It's short and extremely technical. And if you aren't great through the technical section, the few straights there are that aren't very long, you're just going to get left behind. Like, you will have no chance to catch up. This is one of those tracks that penalizes you if you don't have a lot of skill coming into it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, and I like these kinds of tracks, or at least the ones that have a good mix of this in there.
Yeah.
Because realistically, if you can't get your bike to tip in and plant, what are you doing out there, man? It's not a drag race.
Yep.
We aren't racing Kawasaki's.
Yep. Just going ahead and taking a bit of a dump on the Turner legacy there.
You know, I'm pulling the pin for the grenade and just kind of letting it roll down the hallway. I'm not even really throwing it.
But yeah, no, this track seems like this is, you know what? I got to be honest about this. This is the mullet of tracks. It's like it is party on the back end and just nothing but business on the front end. It is brutal. Like, if you cannot get through that business section on the party section, you're just so far behind, you're not catching up.
That corner was named Quickenberg. I'm sorry, I just caught that. That's hilarious.
Yes, there's Feckenberg, there is Sachsen Curve, they have Coca-Cola Curve, so clearly there are some sponsors involved here. And the Castrol Omega, yeah. Yeah, it seems like you have a choice between corporate sellout on turns or, oh my god, you better be fast through this.
And then turn 5, of course.
Here's the annoying problem. When you go to look this track up, they number the turns differently, which is really frustrating when you're trying to commentate this track.
No, that is definitely difficult. Turn 8. See, they got some boring ones here, man. They need names. Look, if we have to put up with Big Red, these guys can their corners.
Yeah, everybody in the chat right now that does not like the idea of naming Turn 1
That Coda.
Coda Big Red.
Swassen Curve.
Yeah. Let's see them thumbs down. I'm just saying.
There it is. Quickenberg.
Queckenberg.
I like it.
It's not even Quicken. It's like, yeah, when you look at it on the other stuff, it's Queckenberg. I don't know. That's very German.
I'm calling it Quickenberg. Because I haven't offended everybody yet today.
We need to work on that.
But yeah, as you were saying, Big Red, stupid name for turn 1.
Really is. I am
not even a good soda.
I am not a fan. Look at these two out front. They have managed to put themselves 7.5 seconds ahead of third place. So Dickinson and Voss having a fight, which it is not surprising to see these two. It is routine to see these two fighting each other. And I have to give him. This is the other part too. I know that Dickinson, when we've talked about it, is apparently just worldwide on GP video game, one of like the top 10 or something like that.
He is.
He is stupidly fast. So I can appreciate having one of the guys that's been in our league a long time that can give this guy some competition. I have to appreciate that. And having sit down and had beers and watched Voss work on a bike physically, I have to say, he's a genuine rider, man. You don't get to count him out. Do not get to. So we've got Hines is now, oh my God, over 10 seconds back off of Dickinson. Bear sitting almost 5 seconds back off of that, but Sean another 3 seconds off of that. Rocha about half a second off of him. Key 0.2 off of Rocha. This is actually a bit of a surprise. We normally do not have a field this stretched out in Moto 2.
No, it's quite uncommon. Now, I think one of the things we're running into is, I mean, as much crap as we give Hines, he's no slouch.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
And he is 12 seconds off.
Yeah.
These guys currently. These guys are moving.
Yeah, that is. Oh, wait. Key's stream is not up. Oh, my God. Okay, well, I didn't mean to click on that and screw that up.
I don't think it's been up all night.
Yeah. I forgot about it.
It happens.
Yep, it happens sometimes. So, currently looking then from Baird's scene, you can see just out ahead of Baird, Bichon and Key at it, and Baird doing a decent job of trying to keep up with him, and yep, he is starting to catch him here. That's the thing about this track. With how short it is, things can change really, really fast, especially with the front end of it being so very technical. You can see here,
absolutely.
though, Baird has overheated the living hell out of his entire rear tire.
Nah, man, that's sweet.
That's safe. That's in that sweet spot, yeah.
Nah, man, that's one of them drift tires that makes red tire smoke, dog.
Hell yeah. That is part of what I have to appreciate about these games is tire choice matters a whole bunch. It's not just about how good you are getting around the track, it's also about strategically how good you are at choosing your setup. And you can see he set up the front correctly, but the rear is just, it's going to be really hard to keep that for the entire race.
It is a little broken, though. If you take in this game, if you stop and you go to do a burnout,
okay,
and it pushes the front end at all, it immediately spikes the temperature of the front tire to the moon.
Really? I was not aware of that.
As it just pushes with a locked up front tire, something in their algorithm makes it, I mean, it will go from cold to completely overheated in like 10 feet.
Oh, and Baird having an off there, unfortunately.
No good.
That is not what you're looking to do.
It's what I usually do.
Yeah, it's true. How's that knee feeling, bro?
Poor. But we'll talk about that more during qualifying for GP.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, Lord.
The Lord. So here we are looking up front. Dickinson still trying to chase down Voss. This is where, like, the last race you saw, we were so surprised watching Voss go down when he was up front. Because normally, once he's up front, you're going to regret it. Like, if you let him past you, it's over. You don't get much of a chance. He is a very solid guy once he can get out there by himself. It seems like a lot of the guys, they tend to thrive when they got people to draft off of, people to play with. Voss, you let him out front, he's gone, and I think Dickinson really is the other guy that's definitely like that. Despite the fact that we've had Hines at a lot of points really dominate on things, but I don't think he routinely has the kind of lead that these guys tend to stretch out once they're out and ahead. And I'm not even trying to be insulting right now. Like, don't get me wrong. If I'm trying to mess with Hines, by God, I'll do it. But no, it's just for some reason these two, you let them out front, and they're just gone.
It's not even fair right now. I mean, they're picking on the short bus riders, man.
They really are. You can't. Oh God. I'm not gonna get into that.
Hey, I can say that.
I'm not gonna get into that. Not gonna get into it. All you did was stealth it under the radar.
Isn't that the game?
Only AI would miss it. Looking right now, though, at Bear trying to chase down Hines, having a much better race than he did in Moto 3. He is looking a lot better than he did in Moto 3. Awesome work. Maybe he can catch him. Look at this. Half a second behind, under half a second at this point. Look at this. Coming into the penultimate lap. And good setup from Bear means in the straight he manages to roll by Hines. I think Voss had some mistakes up there, so Dickinson closing on him. I'll bet you Dickinson was also rolling on a lower power setting. Yeah, he is now in map 2. So he has decided, I am going to chase down Voss. Look at this. Here he is in turn 10. Oh, but Voss clearly had something left in the tank. Yeah, looking at Voss's screen, his tires were managed about the same.
You know, that joke saying that he's got something left in the tank, he's got a lap and a half worth of fuel left.
He does. Yeah, no, he's got more fuel left, or less fuel left in the tank. So he's lighter. Oh, I think Voss is not going to be caught by Dickinson despite the change. Though Dickinson is running a bit higher on the power map. Yeah, I think
closing that gap quickly.
Yeah, I think Voss is having to be a bit more conservative because he's a bit lower on fuel, but that does make him a little lighter. It's going to be a matter of which strategy is a little better. Voss is hanging on to a bit more tire than Dickinson is, though, on the left. Look at that. Dickinson almost done with the left side of his tire on a very left-turn biased map. I don't know if this is going to work. Ooh, he's cutting it close. It's kind of funny, like, Voss did a better job of managing tire, but I think Dickinson, no, I wouldn't call it a better job on fuel because he's got, oh, look at this pass through 12. My God, Dickinson with a phenomenal pass.
I just now got to see it.
That is wonderful. Will he be able to hang on to it? It looks like he will. What a last lap pass. Wow. Wow. And Hines finding himself back off of Bear. And you can see here Bear on his final lap there. Boom! Across the line. I'm sure that makes you happy, Nick. Seeing Hines just pushed off the podium.
It really does. Hey, Hines. This was better than a black flag, actually.
So there we go. Dickinson with an amazing last-minute pass on Voss. Good management there. Look, he had his strategy down solid, and it worked. Bear finding himself ahead of Hines. Look at this. He's back there a bit, but look at his lap time. He was up there with him. I'll bet he just lacked consistency. I'll bet that. And look at that. There is nobody over a 126 in the group. All these boys need is consistency. That's it. But a very solid Moto2 race. We will be back. Let's see here. We are 9 o'clock is when we start that? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So we will be back in just over 10 minutes. You will see GP on here. Let me go ahead and take a brief moment before we scamper off for a couple of minutes to give a shout out to our sponsors. We're going to think about South Central Race Center and their Pirelli tires they're giving our boys. Mass Motorsports, I think it was gloves they're giving, something like that. Some nice custom gloves. Awesome stuff. Motool with some awesome swag for us. Moto Orangutan bringing us gear, and ditto for Woods Cycle Country. Thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to our racers. And thank you to everybody that's watching. We will be back very shortly. And welcome back, folks. We are just about to start our final qualifying of the evening. How is everybody doing?
Hope y'all are fantastic. Learning that we have a total random rider that's made it. Oh my god, I can't talk this evening. That has made his way into our into our lobby.
Sure, why not? Is that Stock Hazard?
That is Stock Hazard 10. Yes,
okay.
we don't know who he is.
Okay, well, you know. Welcome, random mystery guy, dude, chick. I don't know which we're talking about here. We'll find out the hard way.
Enjoy your KTM.
But yeah, sure. Why not?
I don't know how one does enjoy KTM, but regardless, enjoy it.
This season, they haven't been bad. That's all I have to say.
Shut up, Chris.
Yeah, listen to that hater. You're just gonna hate.
Drinking that haterade over here.
Yeah, I know you think it's tasty. I like my KTM.
The Glenfiddich 14 definitely is tasty.
I enjoy my Duke 390. It is the most fun bike I own. That's how you.
It's not even a real KTM.
Why? Why do you have to hate?
No, I think that makes it better.
Why you be hating on India's finest?
India, it is India's finest.
It really is.
Austria.
That's what it actually is. It is manufactured entirely in India, and on top of that, the brakes are Bibre, I don't even know how you say it, which are, this is the funny thing, they are designed and manufactured in India, quote, with consulting from Öhlins. That's what they do.
Because like, Öhlins is what I want my brakes to say. Not Brembo. Öhlins is what I want my brakes to say.
No, it was Öhlins or Brembo or somebody like that. I don't remember who it was. It was one of these things. And I'm sitting there going, oh, yeah, they walked in once and said, yeah, that's good. And they walked out.
No, they walked in once and went, yeah, our pads will fit that caliper.
Yeah,
that's,
looks like a brake. Okay. Looks like a brake. We're good. That being said, I still love that bike to death. I still love that bike to death.
Have you done the head stud conversion yet?
I have done no such thing. I still need dude, I just need to swap suspension on that thing. Currently, it's so soft that, like, every time I get on the brakes, it bottoms out immediately. Hell, when I sit on it, the rear bottoms out. Do what?
Lose some weight, you fat bastard.
Yeah, I mean, I can only get rid of enough to, like, oh, you're only slightly less bottomed out.
Yep. Damn Americans.
The only person I've seen get on that without bottoming it out is Rios. And he weighs like 140, 150 at the time.
Well, he's got that dad bod since, so...
He's been working on it.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that he's fat. I'm saying that he is literally a dad now. So...
Yeah, like it's... You have to be that small in order to get on that bike and not immediately bottom out the suspension. But that being said, don't care, still my favorite bike. I still giggle through turns on that thing. And like I said, leaving a turn, I had the rear sliding, so.
That thing probably makes 4 horsepower with my CBR.
It probably does. Actually, no, it doesn't. It makes like 44 with the optimistic numbers from the factory at the crank.
Makes sense.
Single cylinder, 372 cc's. It's a dirt bike. They took a dirt bike engine, they slapped it in a street frame and said, look, bros, we made a naked bike.
My 250 makes more power than that.
Why you gotta be hating?
Because I'm drinking the haterade.
Yeah, truly. So Stormy looking amazing so far in qualifying. 1 minute and 17.8. Damn. Spanky. I know it's Spank You 69, but I always just call him Spanky. In there, 1.4 seconds behind. Hines. Oh, wait. Mac has decided Hines needs to get off of the podium.
Good.
Half a second behind Stormy. That puts him 1 second, almost exactly ahead of Spanky. Sorry there, folks. Bear, 0.2 seconds behind Hines. We'll see what he can do there. The rest of the field need to put down times. Of course, our field being rounded out by Bichon in for his third race. Key as well. Dickinson in for his second race. Come on, Dickinson, where are you at? Voss in for his third race. Oh, okay, yeah, pulling the cork.
Yep. That wasn't even up to the mic. It's just a very loud cork.
That is a really loud one. And Rocha back in 11th currently. Who knows? Doesn't have a time down yet. There we go. Keep putting down 5.6 seconds back off of Stormy. Ooh. And then lays it out in one of the turns.
That was a pretty good tumble.
It was.
So while we're waiting for some of our racers to throw down times, it's time to talk about what we hinted at earlier. What happens when you go out racing in real life with Voss and with Rocha? See, what happens is you end up crashing a child's dirt bike and completely tearing your PCL.
You probably shouldn't do that next time. I'm just saying.
No. I mean, somehow Rocha crashed it as much as he does here in the E-race, and he's fine.
Yeah.
You know. Do I sound salty? Because I feel salty.
Maybe it's that you're absolute garbage at wrecking in the dirt. I'm just saying.
Maybe. But hey, how many people can claim that they wrecked hard enough to tear a ligament in their knee, pick the bike up, and then podium the race?
I mean, you can, but how many races have you podiumed afterwards? Yeah, you and Marquez might want to have a talk with each other about how you run races.
How many have I entered afterwards?
Yeah, I know. How many races has Marquez entered recently?
I've entered more races than Marquez has since he crashed.
You need to learn Spanish and talk to him about how that shit works.
At least I did one, and I finished mid-pack.
Muy malo.
Maybe I shouldn't open a window with my leg. Maybe that's the trick.
Maybe you shouldn't do that. Just don't kick the window open and you'll be fine.
You'll hear some Bruce Lee kung fu noises and then screams. Shatter!
I'll never stand again. GP kind of giving you an idea of how short a track this is, though. 1:17.8 so far. Now, granted, our boys tend to be a little quicker than real life. A little bit.
I found it depends on the track.
Yeah, it can be, but on a lot of them they are. That being said, this is 2.299 miles in real life. That is pretty short. That is barely managing to get a mile ahead of the short track at Crescent. Hell, that's only... That's barely over half a mile longer than the long track at Crescent.
Yeah.
That's a short little track.
That is a little baby track.
Yeah, and you're talking about running, 300 plus horsepower GP bikes around. Very short little track.
Gotta have the skills to pay the bills, man.
Yeah.
I would love to see a big bike like this on the 1-3 Crescent. I mean, I don't get out of third gear on it on my 600, let alone a real bike.
Bear on a decent lap throws it off the track trying to avoid traffic. I think, honestly, I'm going to say that was mostly because of the traffic. He was just trying to avoid hitting them. The rest of y'all need to stop being so slow that Mr. Bear is about running into you.
Looking at you, Hines. Looking at you. We give him shit because he can take it.
Oh, Key having an off as well. Look at Mr. McArgo. Telling you what, he always shows up. Everybody else having spent a couple races warming up, and this guy shows up and is like, nah, I'm practicing on my own. I'm going to go ahead and come play with you boys.
Well, he might have the advantage of he might be practicing GP while the other guys are racing.
He might be. He might be. I don't know,
I'm not
man.
going to ban it. I'm certainly not going to condemn it.
Yeah, well, there's also the fact that everybody else is in the race mentality for the rest of the evening. So I think there's the psychological side of the warm-up that they get that he doesn't. Because they've, a couple of them have already spent a race or two trying to beat the heck out of other guys. So he doesn't get to do that part. Bear having another off.
Did you see about that motorcycle museum burning to the ground?
Yes, that was a damn shame. I'm almost afraid to look at what their. I am almost afraid to look at what their collection consisted of. My luck,
Yes.
There'll be like some Vincent Black Shadow in there or something. Like they will probably. It'll probably be a collection that'll make me sad. I almost don't want to know.
Oh, well, I will Google it for you then, and I'll make sure you know.
Oh, God, don't do this to me. Why do you hate me so much?
Well.
Maybe I deserve it, but God, that's mean. Meanwhile, we are sitting just over 2.5 minutes remaining in qualifying for GP. The Sachsenring on the Xbox. Spanky was on a decent lap to try and catch at least Mac. It didn't look like he was going to catch Stormy, but he was definitely going after Mac and had a bit of an off. Ooh, Bear having another off, unfortunately. He's probably got time for another maybe 2 laps if he hustles.
Oh, this website is not in English.
Mac having an off there. He looking solid, putting down a personal best so far. Oh! He managed to put himself 4.4 seconds behind the lead. Bear still sitting 2.854 seconds behind. Hines 1.8 seconds off of the lead. Voss 1.1. Spanky barely over a second. And Max still half a second behind Stormy. That's one thing I will say. Generally, don't get me wrong, they're never slow whenever we have them on, but where Stormy, Mac, and Spanky obviously only shows up for GP, but that being said, those three, man, when we're doing GP, those guys are quick. Hades, meanwhile, has not put a lap down. Mr. Dickinson, which is a bit of a surprise. He's generally also pretty damn quick in this, too. Oh, there he goes. Dickinson deciding to slap me in the face and put down 0.275 seconds behind Stormy up in the lead. Good to see you decided to finally start going, sir. Ooh, and
well, that's what they do. They get that.
I know.
They get that bug eventually.
Yeah, you poke the bear enough, and suddenly the bear decides, oh wow. Ooh. Oh, Dickinson having a nasty off in front of Bear. Bear managing to avoid getting taken out by it.
Well, I'm just going to throw out there that I am now sad after reviewing that website.
I mean, I didn't make you go look at it.
Yeah, but I didn't think I'd be like, oh, that's sad. I mean, they had some genuinely cool stuff. Like, call me crazy, I don't care about vintage bikes. I just don't. But I'm kind of sad now.
Yeah. Whether you like vintage bikes or not, the fact is there's only so many that exist. Once they're gone, they're gone.
That is true.
Yep.
Unless you're Indian and then you try to remake them.
No, it still doesn't count. It just doesn't count.
God, they're pretty bikes, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all the pictures I saw, I was like, nope, I don't want to know everything that got lost in that. Especially if they were holding any, like, old racing bikes or, anything that had won.
They were.
Oh, God. I don't want to know. So there we go. Your final race of the evening. We are going to have Stormy, our Frenchman, over on the Emerald Island. Up front with Mac and Dickinson on the row with him. Spanky, Voss, and Hines on your second row. Bear, Key, and Rocha on the third row. And rounding out the pack, gonna be Bichon and Stock Hazard are random that joined. I don't think this guy knows what he stepped into. Poor dude.
I don't think anybody here knows this guy. Like, I don't know if they accidentally set this as an open lobby or something. But
Yeah. He just, like I said, I think he accidentally stepped into something that he doesn't know what he got into.
He's about to find out.
He ain't ready.
Do you wanna become famous? Why twirlers?
Booted.
Trash.
Yeah. I got news for whoever sent that spam. I hope your cancer is painful and slow.
They are the cancer.
I know. That's why I'm wishing
Reading that is
cancer on
painful
them.
and slow.
That's why I'm wishing cancer on them.
BigFollows.com.
Forgot his armbands. Thanks, Craig. Oh, my God. All right, as we get ready for final setup for the evening, we will see how this one goes. Tell you what, our boys in GP are always kind of vicious. These dudes are mean.
Oh my God, the graphics still up.
I know, it won't go away. I banned it. Why is it? Whatever. Free streams
Do you
tool
have
is
your
kind
photo
of
ready?
trash. By what?
Your photo to put over top of it?
I mean, I can if I need to, but
I don't know. Do it just for the lulz.
Strike is correct.
That reminds me of something I need to do.
There we go. Got it off the screen. It's off the screen.
That's funny.
That's
I
the
didn't know
best.
you could do that through Restream.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, spammers can like rot in a hole. I have no patience for that.
I hope you and your family all get painful cancers, sir. And with that note,
Wow!
I don't care about them. They're horrible people. And we are off with our final race of the night. See, I can be offensive without having to say dirty words. Wow, look at this takeoff coming into turn one, and that that was a bit of a bowling alley there. Oh, yeah.
That was straight.
Damn, that was rough.
Bowling.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Correct. That was definitely some bowling there. Wow.
I have seen less things fly at an actual bowling alley.
Wow, that was brutal.
Who caused that?
I didn't catch who all it was. I'd have to go back and watch the replay. But that being said, Dickinson coming out on top with Voss right behind him. That's got to be making Hines happy right about now. I'm sure he's glad that Voss survived.
Poor Bear got thrown to the back, though.
Oh, man, that is rough. And Spanky holding on to third. We'll see if he can hang on to it there. Hines back and forth. Stormy, after being so great in qualifying, finds himself back in fifth.
Well, I'm going to assume he was part of an unfortunate bowling
Yeah,
accident.
I'm betting Stormy was caught up in that mess. Mac finding himself back in sixth. Yeah, that one also. I'm betting he was caught in it too. Oh, as we're on board with Voss right now, trying to chase down Dickinson.
Interesting lines through there.
Wow, yeah. It is. That is the thing about this track. The front end being so technical, it is probably really rough to find a good line through the front end of this track.
Would you call it demanding on the front end?
God, you ain't kidding. That is actually a genuinely okay way to describe it. As they come through 11 already on their second lap.
I mean, really just some good, clean racing here.
Yeah, that is not bad from either of them. You can just see a lot of speed on their way around the track. Looking back at Hines in fourth, just behind Spanky in third. Ooh. Yeah, Hines noticing he's got Stormy all over him in fifth.
Not somebody I want to have right behind me like that.
No, absolutely not. And despite being on the KTM, look at him just chasing that Ducati down. My, oh my. Look at, oh, Hines trying to slam the door on him. Not doing too bad of a job through 7, but who knows how long he'll be able to keep it that way. Oh! And Hines flies out of 8. Just gone, lays it down, and goes flying out.
Looks like he clipped the inside of that curbing.
Yep. And I mean, keep in mind, folks, we have put the gold wing on Hines' screen there just to let y'all know that this guy loves having something that'll go in reverse.
Oh, did you actually put it up?
Oh, it's there.
Ah, there it is.
He loves having something that'll backpedal.
Holy. Oh. Oh, God.
I'm just saying.
I model with an airbag as well.
I might be a bit of an asshole. Oh, by the way, when I did the thing on Restream earlier to push the chat out, YouTube actually blocked me saying the word die. So apparently, if you say that,
the life, man.
Yeah, you're going to get censored. The First Amendment does not exist on the internet anymore, folks. Just get used to it.
Does it exist anywhere? Anyway.
No. Salty? Salty but true.
I mixed some cayenne pepper with that salt.
Oof. Oof. Delicious. So surprisingly enough, we still have Stormy sitting back and forth after some amazing qualifying times. Obviously within eyesight of Spanky and Voss, but Mac all over him. Hines back in 6th, a full 7 seconds behind Mac. I don't think he's going to be beating Voss tonight. I don't think that's happening. Might make him a little salty.
There's a lot of racing left. I don't want to throw anything out there until it happens. I mean, we're at 5 of 11.
He's got a lot of really good dudes out in front of him and a lot of seconds in addition to that. I don't know, man.
Well, with the way this game's crash dynamics work, you can spend a lot of time sliding on your face before it gets that bike back up.
It is true. Okay. I don't know, though. It would take a lot of really good riders making a lot of really big mistakes.
Or one making a big enough mistake for everybody.
Then you have to take everybody else down. It doesn't seem to work that way, though, with this group a lot of times.
It happened in turn 1.
It did. But that's the only place it seems to ever happen. You can see, just like earlier, though, burning the left side of that tire down hard is pretty much what happens on this track. You spend a lot of time just laid way over on that left side of the bike. Stormy sitting back and forth, but holding currently the fastest lap. And you can see he's caught up to Spanky at this point. But that being said, Mac nipping at his heels. And all of them now 2.5 seconds back off of Dickinson, who was just having a phenomenal GP class tonight.
I mean, it's a pretty good night for a lot of these racers.
It really is. These guys in the GP class, don't get me wrong, the start was a bit rough, but so far, all of them are really... Oh, Spanky way out there in turn 8. Way out there. Yep.
That's past mowing the grass. That's like mowing the gravel.
Yep.
You don't mow gravel, sir.
That puts Stormy up into 3rd, just behind Voss. It wasn't just Spanky, it was Mac that he slipped by as well. Or Mac that slipped by as well, sorry.
Making fun of me for not being able to form proper sentences.
Leave me alone!
You leave me alone first!
Leave Gurren alone!
I have feelings. Look at that, right up on Voss.
Stormy looking really good. I mean, looking really nice here. 7th lap there.
Stormy is just one of those riders that you don't want to be in front of.
No, you don't. This guy is going to be nipping at your heels the whole way. Unfortunately, Key having off there, that puts him 18 seconds back off of Bichon. The back of the field really spread out, but from 5th and up, man, don't make mistakes. These guys are just a pack of wolves ready to bite whatever comes past them.
Stormy wanted that inside line there. Wasn't quite able to make it.
Oh, he tried, though. That was a good attempt. Voss cannot afford mistakes with Stormy right behind him. Stormy backing a little bit more off the throttle than Voss did. I think Voss managed to stick that turn slightly better through 12. Look at the 13, though. Whoa, that was definitely Stormy's turn. Voss getting a better drive out. I think our major contest...
Yeah, Stormy got a little caught up on the exit there.
Yeah, I think our major contest is going to be here for 2nd and 3rd place. Look at Stormy trying for the outside through 3. That is one of the nastiest turns on the track, in my opinion. Look at this.
It's just
right up under him in 5.
Yeah.
Wow, what a clean, nice pass. That was really good.
It just occurred to me that he has his game in a different language.
Yeah, I mean, you noted that last time as well.
Yeah, well, we know I have the memory of a chipmunk.
Yeah. A goldfish being fed vodka remembers as much as you do.
Hey, man, they prove that you can train a goldfish.
Oh, Bear having an off. And look at this dude. I mean, Voss is one of our faster guys. Look at Stormy just start stretching it out already. Just already gone. Whoa, look at this pass by Mac. Now, to be fair, Voss is still in map 0.
I just saw that on my screen.
Yeah, Voss is still in map 0. But look at this. These two.
He came out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, he closed probably a 2-second gap just quick on that lap. Voss a little bit off the turn, and sure enough, he got off his rhythm a little bit, now finding himself over a second back. You got Max, Stormy, and Dickinson up front. You literally don't, you never get a chance to count these guys out. Oh, yep.
Rocha making some really, really good on-track decisions here. Waited, the game spawned him offside, and he waited for the pack to pass before he jumped back on.
He may wreck hard, but he's also not a jerk. I'll give him full marks for that.
He's very conscious of his surroundings.
Yes, blue flagging himself. Thank you, sir. I raised my glass to you.
I'm actually raising a glass.
I was too. Why you gotta be hating, hater?
Prove it.
Well, I don't have the camera turned on. Leave me alone.
Ah! See?
Ah!
You don't prove it because you can't prove it.
Ah!
Ha! Ha! My neighbors must love me.
I mean, I hate you, so somebody's got to do that dirty work.
Makes sense.
So we are on the penultimate lap at this point.
Oh my.
Oh my. With this by no means decided, you can see Mac all over Stormy. My God, look at how vicious this guy is. At the back of the pack, Stock Hazard, our dude that walked into something he just had no idea what he was walking into. Just
Timothy
behind Bear.
What I missed?
Oh,
a lot, man.
Bro, with the,
Moto
with this
3,
pack.
Moto 2?
Yeah, with
most
this
of
pack,
MotoGP?
you missed a lot. And here we are starting the final lap.
My favorite moment was about that time that Voss was in front of Hines, which turned out to be the whole race.
Damn. Wait, I think
apply cold water directly to burned area.
What was that every race tonight?
Ooh. Oof.
Oof. Oof.
Can we call it a welfare check for Hines?
Hines, do I need to ship you a gift certificate for the local burn center? Is that what I need now?
Oof.
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 Yeah, Dickinson just having a great evening here. Dude, he is really doing phenomenal for this one. Like,
I mean, he's always got that potential. It's just when he's on the ball,
does. But I mean, look at this right now. Yeah, here we are on the back end of the track. And we're looking at it from Stormy's view.
Dude, he's fast. He is so fast.
Yeah, dude. Oh, and Mac, at the last second, hurls it out.
Bad place to crash.
Oh,
really bad place to crash.
Are you kidding me? I didn't see exactly what place he got as a result of that, and I'm still getting high. God damn it.
What are you doing over there?
I was looking at Tony's view, and Hines still has his sticker on the front of things.
Yeah, he does.
Thanks, Heinz. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mac actually wound up falling back on that one. Wow, that was last second. Mac, I think that was in the final turn. Mac just hurled it out. What a last second change out of him. So we're going to have Dickinson, Stormy, and Voss on the podium. Mac at the last second throwing it away after having a great race. Wow, that's a surprise. Spanky putting himself in 5th. Heinz way back in 6th. Hope you enjoy being just slaughtered by Voss. Bear, unfortunately, could not put it together for most of the evening. Sorry to see that. And I didn't get all the rankings there. That being said, wow! What a crazy race in GP.
GP usually gets pretty spicy pretty quick.
It does with these guys. These dudes, seriously. Yeah, Dickinson throwing out GGs for Stormy. Stormy actually had a great race. He really did.
A lot of these guys did.
Oh, yeah. He was consistent. He was quick. Dickinson, oh my God. All these guys had some great passes. A lot of them flew past Voss. Watching Mac wreck out at the last second, though, that was a surprise. We don't see that often out of him. We really don't.
What I miss? The stream.
Yeah.
You missed the whole stream.
Bro, there's a stream you can go back to on YouTube and Facebook, and for a week afterwards, Twitch. Feel free to go watch. Yeah, it was, Tony making the comment. It was actually solid racing this evening. So anybody that did miss any of the other races, feel free to go back and watch them. It was actually pretty good. I enjoyed that.
Well, and we got a couple other things to look, we'll call it one other thing to look forward here to later this week is hopefully I can get the stream running for Gran Turismo. So if anybody watching is a Gran Turismo player or fan, go ahead, get that game updated, and join us over on our Facebook group. And we'll have some announcements coming of when we're going to stream some pretty informal practices on that game. But, it'll be on the channel, and we'll all get to hang out.
Yep. And for those who like to watch, those of you that are voyeurs, not necessarily participants, make sure to subscribe. We are on Twitch. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. Set your notifications, and you will see when that's available. If you want to watch it, feel free. We will go ahead and make sure to keep it available for you. Thank you, folks, for watching. Thank you, racers, for racing. Thank you, sponsors, folks like Motorangatang, Motul, Mass Motorsports. Look at all those M's in there. South Central Race Center with their Pirelli tires and Wood Cycle Country. We appreciate it. Thank you all, and we will see you next week again on Monday. Oh, God, where are we at next week? Heinz,
asked me this.
I see you in here. Where are we at next week?
We're at Assen.
We are at Assen.
Hey, There's no cussing on the stream, Heinz. You can't say ass.
Smashing that Assen.
That being said, Assen is actually a wonderful track up there in Dutchyland. I have seen some phenomenal races there. Yeah. Well, no, don't say Deutschland. That's Germany. Dutchyland is Netherlands.
I'm trying to offend more people. Would you just let it happen?
They're just swamp Germans, right?
Wow!
Anyway, thank you everybody that watched. Thank you everybody that participated. And thank you to our sponsors. We will see you next week.